Why do rappers fail? Today I'm going to answer this very important question. Let's go. Hi, my name is Terry, and welcome to the Artist Against the World channel, where we help you overcome your overwhelming odds to make your dreams come true as rappers and artists. Today I'm going to answer the very important question that many rappers ask themselves, that many rappers that hold them back from fully getting into the music, that makes them scared. Like, why do rappers fail? And am I going to be one of these rappers that fail? Right? So we're going to look into that. After this video, please click the link in the description to get 5 free beats. I always give free beats to rappers and artists. Go down there and get yours, alright? So now let's talk about why rappers fail. In my opinion, here's 5 reasons that rappers fail. First of all, they don't offer value. Second of all, they have a weak why, a weak reason for what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. Third, they don't have smart goals. Fourth, they're inconsistent. And 5, they're not ready for the long game. All right? So I'm going to get into more details with all of this. So first of all, they don't offer value. This is why most people and most entrepreneurs don't become successful. Okay? You think about a way to make money. You think about a get-rich-quick scheme. You think, if I drop this song, I'm going to blow up. Like, the mindset is, what can I get? You're approaching the world from a place of mind where you're just trying to figure out how to finesse clout, how to finesse fame, and how to finesse money from people. You know, so you're going to copy other people and try to do what they do so you can hopefully replicate the results that they have and make the money that they're making. It's like your whole approach to things, it's not going to offer any results to you. Instead, you need to offer value. So what does that mean? The reason offering value is how you become successful is because the money you make is in direct proportion to the value that you give to the world. Money is an illusion. Money is just a symbol that's meant to signify importance, value, worth. And you receive it, you're endowed money by society, by other people, based on the capital that you give to the world, the human capital that you give. You get financial capital and convert that from your human capital. The money is a representation of the value of what you have to give to the world. If you work at McDonald's, sure, you're offering value. Sure, you're doing something that is helping that company, but really, like, value, this is how they measure value. Value is measured by demand. It's measured by the skill that you have in doing what you do, and it's measured by how hard it is to replace you. Okay, so if you're doing something that people really need, there's a strong demand for it. If you're doing it with a lot of skill, with great quality, like you're putting in like a great quality product or service out there, and if you're doing it in a way that it's hard to find other people that can do it like you and give it the same way that you give, so there's not substitutes for you, these 3 things is valuable. The more demand, the more skill you put into something, and the harder it is to get it from other places, the more valuable it is. So back to that McDonald's example, you know, sure, there's some demand to get McDonald's employees, you know, but like, what amount of skill is involved in doing that? Not that much, right? You know, washing dishes or like putting the sandwiches together, like, you know, you can learn that fairly quickly. And that's not to put down that whole system, but the point that I'm making is they can get anybody off the street to do it. It's not anything special that only you can do. It's very replaceable. So that's why oftentimes you feel like your managers and people like that, they kind of feel like you're expendable, because you are. That's the honest truth. That's the hard truth. And as long as you're in a situation where you're not offering value in these three ways, demand, skill, and how hard it is to replace you, you're not going to make a lot of money. You're not going to put yourself in a situation for success. So how does this apply to rappers failing? It's like rappers don't offer value. They don't think in the mind frame of offering through their music something that people really need, something that they can do exceptionally well, and something that they're uniquely qualified to give to people that people can't get anywhere else. They just think about, how do I get money? So I'm going to copy this guy's paper. I'm going to copy this guy's paper. I'm going to copy how this guy did it. And I'm playing the lottery, hoping that I catch a break or I catch a finesse. Are you going to be successful playing the lottery? Or are you going to be successful if you have a system involved? If you know that you're giving something that it has the value of what you want to get. If you want to get 1,000 followers on Instagram, what value can you give to the target market that will get 1,000 people to pay attention to you and want to subscribe to you, want to follow you? What can you do for them that they really need? What can you do for them that you can do exceptionally well? And what can you do for them that they'll have a hard time finding anywhere else? Rappers don't think like this. Rappers, they just think of what they can get, and that's why they fail, right? They don't offer value. Number two, they have a weak why. They don't really know why they're doing what they're doing. They just know, I just want to get clout. I just want to get famous. They want the materialistic aspects. And there's nothing wrong with materialism. There's nothing wrong with hedonism. But these tend to give weak motivations. Because if you just want to be a rapper because you saw someone in the video and it looks like they're turning up and you want to turn up too, I mean, that's cool. That might get you to download FL Studio. That might get you to make a song or two. But when people start calling you trash on the internet, is your motivation going to be strong enough to make you want to go through that? Hell no. If you're not into it like your life depends on it, if you don't have a strong reason to do this, you're not going to last in the game. You're going to get in, and the first obstacle that comes is going to knock you out, and you're going to do something else. Your tail's going to get tucked between your legs, and you're going to run back to the corporate 9 to 5 and just give up. You know, this is why people give up. They give up. They let other people get in their head. You let your family discourage you from doing what you got to do. You let friends tell you, you ain't going to make anything out of this. If your why, if your reason is weak, if your resolve is weak, then people will discourage you easily. When times get tough, you're not going to survive any of that. So rappers fail because their reasons are weak. Life gets in the way because your reasons are weak. Just plain and simple. Number 3, they don't have SMART goals. SMART is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-based. So let's say you wanted to lose weight, right? If your goal, if you just have a bland idea of what you want to do, what would you do? I'm going to go look at the keto diet. I'm going to, do that. You might do that for a couple of months. You might get some success here and there, lose a couple pounds, but you might get it back. And then 8 months, you still look the same. And it's like, damn, I can't lose weight. Now you have this idea in your head, I can't lose weight. When really what happened is you didn't have an objective. You just had a vague idea of what you wanted. If your objective instead was, I want to lose 60 pounds in 12 months, then that would make you know that you need to lose 5 pounds every month. So then this would make you understand, well, how do I lose 5 pounds this month? So now you're going to look at how many calories do I need to burn in relation to the calories that I'm consuming. How much of a caloric deficit do I need so I lose 5 pounds by the end of the month. See, this makes it specific and measurable and attainable. So by the end of the month, you'll know if you lost 5 pounds or not. And if you keep doing that every month, by the end of the year, you're most likely to lose 60 pounds. Same things with rappers. They have lofty goals. They have vague ideas of what they want, but they don't have any clear objectives. Some rappers might be like, I want to blow up. I want my song to blow up. And then they just put it out there, post a couple links on Facebook groups with other rappers on it. You know, hey, listen to my song and I'll listen to yours. Like my song and I'll like yours. And then it doesn't work and it's like, oh, I'm never going to make it as a rapper. You just had vague goals, vague ideas of what you wanted. You didn't have a clear objective. What do you mean by you want your song to blow up? Well, I want my song to have 100,000 plays on Spotify in the next year. So that means every month you'd need a little over 10,000 plays on Spotify. How do you get that? How do you get 10,000 plays? Well, maybe you need to get on playlists. So how many playlists do you need to get onto to get 10,000 plays? How many followers do these playlists have? What budget do you have? What playlists can you afford? Are there any free playlists? How many free playlists do you need to get on so you get 10,000 streams this month? And you keep that up for the next 10, 12 months. You get 100,000 plays by the end of the year. That's because you had a specific measurable goal. That's because it wasn't vague, I want this song to blow up. When you have specific, measurable, realistic, attainable, time-based goals, you know where to go. You know if you're falling short. You know if you need to go harder. You know how to orient yourself. Most rappers do not have that. This is why they fail. Number 4, they're inconsistent. They do not drop consistently. They do not drop regularly. What separates artists that are signed versus independent artists is signed artists have a schedule. They have a schedule of when their album is supposed to drop, when their album is supposed to be done. They have to turn it in. There's a plan, there's a schedule, there's deadlines. Independent artists, the pitfalls is that because you don't have that structure, you don't have deadlines, and so you just, your goals get dragged on longer and longer, and you spend years without doing anything. You need to be consistent. You need to figure out if you're going to drop every month. If you're going to drop a song a month, then what are you going to do on Instagram? Post content on Instagram. Maybe you should do vlogs on YouTube to promote your upcoming song next month. You need to be consistently out there. The more consistent you are, the more people are going to follow you. The more you build, the more the algorithm's going to push you. No, these unsuccessful rappers, they're not consistent. They don't take massive action. They flip-flop between different ideas. They copy this guy, and then they copy that guy, and then, it doesn't work. They don't stick to something for 6 months, 8 months. They don't give it time. They get sidetracked. Life gets in the way. They don't keep going. That inconsistency is going to make you fail as a rapper, okay? And number 5, they're not in it for the long game. They don't want to commit to doing what they gotta do to get better as rappers. They don't hone their skills. They don't study the music. They don't study what they're doing wrong. They don't study different aspects, marketing. They don't immerse themselves in this. They're getting sidetracked into different things. They're not motivated. They're not pushing themselves. They're not ready to really commit to this. So they might put one foot in and one foot out. And because this isn't working, they just give up and move on to something else. Most of the rappers that fail for these 5 reasons. So to recap, these 5 reasons are: they do not offer value. They just look for what they can get. They have a weak why, a weak reason for what they do and why they do what they do. They don't have smart goals. They have just vague ideas of what they want. They don't have specific time-based objectives with deadlines. They're inconsistent. They do not keep up with what they're doing. They try and then they leave it, and then they're not ready for the long game. Okay? So thank you guys for watching this video. Click on the link in the description to get 5 free beats. Comment below on what you'd like to see me talk about in the future videos. And like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.